Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and you're watching I Talk to Notebooks, and today's video is going to be moving from journal 28 to journal 29. Ignore the sticker flakes. I have been hard at work decorating pretty much all afternoon. Oh, it feels so good when you have like a bad migraine that lasts more than a day and then it finally goes away and you can do what you love. That's always awesome. Here's journal 28. I really love this journal. I know the sticker got really beat up, but I love the sunflower on the yellow. This is a paperage journal. These are available for about $10 on Amazon. And what's really great about them is a lot of the colors are, at least where I live, eligible to be part of a $25 or more, or sometimes $35 or more deal where you can get overnight shipping. So if you have something in your cart already and you're trying to get that order minimum, you can add one of these. I understand that that is a bit of a flawed philosophy when it comes to saving money, but if there's something you want to get quick and you like these journals, you know, it may be a win-win in your case. It is for me a lot of the time because this is the first one that I tried, but I love it. I'm so glad I have several others, and this could definitely be a new candidate for my new Holy Grail journal to replace the markings by Sierra Gibson that I can't really get anymore. So for those of you who saw the video where I started this one, I actually pulled out a quarter of the pages. So I believe it typically has 160 pages, so I took out 40 and it got it down to 120 pages. Doesn't sound right. That sounds like I took out 20%. I know I took out a quarter, so whatever that means. Because the journal I did before, which was a Markings by Sierra Gibson, I didn't take any pages out. And it got so bulky I literally could not write in it very well, and I really stopped enjoying using it. I don't like taking pages out because it feels like cheating, but I also want to actually enjoy my journals and not suffer writing in them, so it was worth it. And I'm so glad I did that because this is actually the thickness of the journal when you get it new. This is the mint green one. And it doesn't really look minty to me. It looks more like a blue, to be honest. But this is how it looks with all the pages in brand new. And this is how mine looks. And this isn't even like the most bulking I could have done. Like, there were other things I thought about doing in this journal that I ended up not doing this time that add even more bulk. This is very reasonable, and this is still like pretty big, and by the end of it I could still write in it comfortably, but I was like glad it was ending. So I think that this is a pretty good metric, that but taking out about a quarter of the pages is right for me. So as you guys know, after using a more sensible journal, I usually try to branch out into something different that I haven't really tried, that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. And I wanted to show you guys the one that I'm in now. This is this one with the lemons on it. This is a made in Italy. It's called Well Managed Forest. And it is genuine leather, handmade in Italy. And I got it at TJ Maxx for $17. Now, I never spend more than $10 on a journal, but this one day I saw this one and another one, and they were both the same kind, both the genuine leather, handmade in Italy. And I felt like if they were $17 at TJ Maxx, I was probably getting a deal, which again doesn't make any sense, but I treated myself to this one and the other one, which has a map on it. Isn't this cool? This is awesome. And one of the things I really liked was I liked the pages on the inside, which, you know, a lot of the times that's rare. You get a cool cover and the inside pages are terrible, and this feels like decent quality and stuff too. So I like the lines. It's really cool. So I got 2 of them, which is crazy. I don't usually do anything like that, but I did, and I thought, you know, I better start using these because I want to make it worth it, and I don't want it to be one of those journals that's like I'm too intimidated to use it. So I really felt like I've been getting into nature journaling. I want to show you guys a video about that at some point, and I just felt like this was the perfect summer kind of like journal to have stuff like that in it, in addition to everything else I like to do. I just really felt like this was the perfect vibe for how I'm feeling, just like the last one was the perfect vibe for how I was feeling then. So it's really perfect. And so yeah, that's what I'm in, and let me show you how I decorated it so far. Just typical stuff. So I filled up enough decorations that if I stick to my page goal of 5 pages a day, then this should last till next Sunday, a little bit past. But I really like the way that these pages came out. Have some blank spreads to decorate later. Lots of excellent Dollar Tree stickers, cut up book pages, just so much scrapbook paper. You couldn't even believe it. Lots of summer theme. And yeah, most of these are from the same paper pack. And then this is from a book that I got at a local nature conservatory near me. They were selling them really cheap, which is ironic because it's an expensive place to go. Look at these vegetables. These are perfect for Pride Month too, right? And then this is from Walmart. They had a sticker pack with all these cool 3D like retro looking stickers. I haven't used them yet, but this one was just perfect. I wish they were still there. I would tell you guys to go get some because they're so great. And then of course, lemons. It's a big theme. There's more illustration. I think that's the end. Yeah, that's all I've decorated so far. That's about 50 pages. So this originally had, I think, it had, I'm blanking out. 126, I think. Let me see if I did that math right. 16 times 8. Yeah, 126 pages. So pages, like this is a page. So really twice that, 252, I think. Am I doing my math right? Yes. No, 128, 256. I should know this. I was a computer science major. Also, I played a lot of that game, 420. Okay, don't even ask me. It was that game with the numbers where you slide them around. I forgot what it's called. Anyways, 2140 or something. Again, I should know these numbers off the top of my head. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassing myself. Point is, I took out a quarter of the pages. Again, each signature had 8 pages in it, I guess. 4 of these are called. 4 of these guys. And so, I now have only 96 pages, or double that, you get 192 pages. It's a lot. I've got to do 5 a day to get through it by the beginning of August, which this is going to be my July journal. I really want to fill a journal a month. That's like been my goal forever. I think it's completely reasonable. A lot of people do more than that, so I really want to do it. I've really been enjoying it. Sticking lots of stuff in. Like, I'm not trying to like hurt myself, like you have to write so much and so profound. Like, I just want to put things in for my life and live my life and have it documented and shared and like have an outlet for things, because, you know, not having that, things get bottled up. I'm not as emotionally regulated. I feel like there's gaps in my life are missing that I can't look back on. I have such cool memory keeping in my old journal. I wish I could show you guys, but unfortunately it's a lot of pictures with people's faces in them, so I don't think I should. I also wanted to include that I have a little envelope back here and covered it in this lemon paper, of course. And I use this to hold just various things while I'm out on the go. Sometimes I want to put like a leaf in here or something to press. I've been trying to do that. And this is also a very poorly made, needs to be redone color chart for my watercolor palette. I'll do a video about it after I've used it some more, but I've been having a great time with it so far. This is a field watercolor palette from Winsor, and I'm already forgetting the other thing, but they're the Cotman watercolors. It basically has everything you need to watercolor like on the go. Really small and compact, but it has everything, and a little watercolor set. And I've been going out and trying to do watercolor sketches, and most of them are terrible, but I'm literally getting better at it, so I think I can continue to get even better and learn more. And this chart just shows you, like, it's encouraged for beginners to make these when they get a new palette. And I have a really big one for the palette I have for painting at home that I got first. It just shows, like, you can look at the two colors. So if I mix this light blue with like this light yellow, you just go down and you see that, oh, I would get this color green. And so you can look for the color you want and then figure out how to mix it. And then this is just the pastel version. So it's very, it's perfect actually. And this one needs work. You can see I didn't do a great job, so but I'm pretty good at actually knowing just by looking at the pans, like how to mix the color I want. So I haven't had as much trouble with that, but this is nice to reference anyway. So I keep that in here for when I go out on the go with my watercolor palette. But isn't this cute? And I like having a pocket at the back anyway. Oftentimes I don't use it, but it's nice to know it's there. And I just really think this fits perfectly with the lemons theme. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to set up my new spreadsheet for my new journal. So, oops, I've already made a mistake, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to take this journal 28 that I just completed, and I'm going to hold down, duplicate it, move it to the front, which has been an issue in the past, and I'm going to rename it to Journal 29. I like to keep it all one word. That makes the formulas easier. Now I have an issue with needing to clear out all of this all the way down to the bottom. Clear. All right, now to take us back to the top where we only have the first row. And now these are all correct except for this. Today is actually the 24th. I'm going to start it there. 6, oops, gotta clear it out. 6/24, 2022, check. And then see, it was already auto highlighting that because that's today. And I'm going to also put in tomorrow's date because in order for it to autofill the date sequentially instead of just repeating it over and over again, you actually have to do both dates. So then what you do is you select these two and then you drag down a ways. Oops, I made a mistake. It's very hard to do it on mobile, but at this point I'm just trying to do it on mobile to prove that I can. So I hit autofill. This is actually taking us into August. My goal is to finish this by August 1st. So let's talk about this. So the pages I have in this journal are actually, I typically take the number of pages that are in the journal itself and then subtract, usually like I'll subtract 3 because I use those for washi tape and pen testing. So the number of pages in this journal was initially, it was 128. It was 16 times 8, so it was 128 pages, so like sheets, I guess. That's a bit of a complicated term as well, but yeah, it was 128 sheets, so that'd be 256 actual pages to write on because they're double-sided, right? But I cut that down by a quarter, so that would be down to 96 sheets, which is, I believe, 192 pages to work on, and then we're going to subtract 3 from there, so that's going to be 189 to fill in. And my goal date is now, instead of July 1st, it's going to be August 1st. It's crazy to think August, what? And here we go. So average pages a day that I need to make that goal is going to be 5 pages a day if I start today. And so far I have not written any days yet. And I've got 38 days to go to fill 189 pages. All right. So while I'm here, let me take you to my last one, because I did add this new metric here, days written, that actually shows how many days that I wrote as opposed to days I didn't write. So even though it took me from April 1st all the way to June 24th, which is today, I wrote 5 pages today, which closed out the journal. Despite that, I only wrote 19 pages in that 19 days out of that entire period. So it took me less than a month in terms of days written. It's just I needed to be writing every day. So hopefully I can get more into that habit. This is a little bit intimidating, but I think I can do it. If you watched this far, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I just appreciate you guys. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.